Hey guys, May has flown by and we are already ready for another market report so you can stay up to date on what is happening in the housing market and what your home value is doing this month. Spring and summer are normally hot times for housing, but is it that way this year? For those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Joe Skipper and I'm the owner of Skipper Realty Group, brokered by eXp Realty out of Oregon. And we're gonna go into some of the stats and trends on the local housing market here in Oregon, and more specifically in the Wilsonville and the Portland metro area. And I know for some of you, this may not be your specific area that you live in and you wanna just pass on this video, but just hear me out for a second, because the stats here today are gonna help you in general with what may be going on in your market as well. And on that note, if you do wanna know what's going on in your market specifically, give me a call and we'll chat about it in your area. Also, my friend and lender, Paul Robinson, is back on to talk about some of the mortgage topics and some of the tips on that side of the home sales process. Now, he's a mortgage broker and owner of Oregon Mortgage Company and has helped lots of my family and friends get into homes that they wanted, even when they didn't look like it was gonna be possible for them. Now, he goes over all sorts of tips and tricks and advice for those of you looking to buy in this market, so stay tuned to him to hear what he has to say. And if you haven't already, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, I would truly appreciate it. Also, if you wanna stay up to date with the latest on the housing market so you can make the best financial decisions for you and your family, then consider subscribing to my page, because I put out content regularly so that you can be more successful, not only as a buyer and a seller on a personal level, but also as an investor as well. But here are some of the stats to take a look at for this month. The median sold price for homes went up a bit this month compared to last year at the same time. The home prices in Wilsonville was an even $800,000 compared to last year's $675,000. That's an 18% increase since last year. Not time to go nuts and overprice your home though, because from what I have been seeing is that homes are selling for still a good amount of money, but the overpriced ones are sitting on the market and end up having to lower it over time, which, if you've heard me rant before, this never is going to work out for you as a seller. So working with someone that knows what they're doing and helping you to price your home right the first time is going to get you the highest return the fastest. The median days on market this month made a big and not too surprising jump this year to 30 days on market. This is a whopping 400% increase since this time last year. Now, that increase seems like a lot, yes, but 30 days on the market is a really short time historically. During COVID, yes, we saw 1 day on the market as the norm, and there are still homes in neighborhoods that go quickly, but don't worry about 30 days on the market at this point. It's a jump, but it's not indicative of anything that's going nuts with this market. The inventory for this month decreased by a little to 32 active listings. Now, that's generally the amount we see in Wilsonville, so it's nothing too crazy to worry about on this end either. It's important to watch this stuff over time though, and talk with your agent about it when you're discussing timing of when you want to list. This can help you with the what to price it at and why to price it at that. Having said all that, the Wilsonville market is still strong and things are trucking along smoothly here. Now, if you want to know about your city or neighborhood, I have some cool stats and programs that can cover your particular area, so comment sell below and we can go over your specific home. But I'm done for now, but Paul wants to say something, so here you go, Paul.
Hey, thanks, Joe. This is Paul Robinson, owner of Greater Oregon Mortgage Company. We're a mortgage brokerage that's licensed to lend in the states of Oregon and Washington. Thought we would discuss the different types of insurances that are part of the home buying process, because there are several. Homeowners insurance. This is the insurance protects your home if it's damaged by such things as wind or fire or hail or ice storms or trees falling. This insurance will pay the costs to repair your home and bring it back to the condition it was prior to the damage. You'll also hear a bunch of different names for it. You'll hear it called hazard insurance, property insurance, dwelling insurance, building insurance. All these different names are for exactly the same insurance. Private mortgage insurance. When a home buyer has less than 20% down payment, they can still buy a home, because by adding private mortgage insurance, a 20% down payment is not necessary. This is an insurance that does benefit the lender, because if a loan were to go into default, it pays the lender for the loan balance that's outstanding. But it's also a benefit to the home buyer, because a home buyer no longer has to save up 20% to buy a home. By adding that private mortgage insurance, it makes a 20% down payment not necessary. A very nice feature of private mortgage insurance is that it's not permanent. Once a homeowner has a loan with private mortgage insurance, they've made 24 payments, and they believe they have 20% equity, they can contact their loan servicer and they can request that the private mortgage insurance be removed. The loan servicer will take the request. They'll require the home buyer to pay for a full appraisal. The appraisal will be done, and when the appraisal comes back, as long as the home value from the appraisal shows that they have 20% equity, the private mortgage insurance is eliminated. The beauty of it is what I talked about, but the other part of all that is that it doesn't require someone to refinance their loan in order to remove it. So they don't necessarily have to have those costs in order to remove private mortgage insurance. There's title insurance. Title insurance protects both the lender and the borrower. It protects both against any issues with the property title, such as liens or competing ownership claims. It ensures the title is clear. It ensures the homeowner is the rightful owner of the property. Flood insurance. If your home is located in a designated flood zone, it's likely your lender is going to require flood insurance to be in place. And it's also important to know that the homeowner's insurance we talked about before, it doesn't cover against flood damage. So a separate flood insurance policy would need to be in place in order to protect yourself against that type of damage. Earthquake insurance. Depending on where you live, earthquake insurance might be a good idea, because in the Pacific Northwest, we've been talking about when the big earthquake is going to hit and how severe is that damage going to be. And similar to flood insurance, it has to be its own policy, because homeowners insurance typically does not cover against that type of damage. So these are some of the common types of insurance involved when you're buying a home. I hope that just reviewing these and the brief explanation I've given has given you some clarity and has been helpful. If you have any questions about any of these or anything mortgage related, please feel free to contact me at paul@gomcloans.com. Thank you.
Okay, I hope all this was helpful to you all, and if you are looking to buy or sell in the next 12 months, comment buy or sell below, and I'll send you Skipper Realty Group's buyer's and seller's guide so that you know what it's going to be like listing your home or buying in this market and what it's like to do it with us. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this page so you can be up to date on the latest housing news here in Oregon. Thanks, guys.